Greetings everyone, welcome back. Yes, I've been out this morning harvesting the only fruit I have, which are some melons. This is a sweet yellow melon, and look at the size of this beauty. As well as looking at the pumpkins. We have two now that were harvestable. I don't know if we'll have any more, but there's lots of pumpkin blooms out there and little things that are forming into baby pumpkins. So hopefully they come to fruition. And I also harvested a few more things. I picked out a few of the red organic potatoes. Everything I grow is organic, as you guys know. But these actually grew from a sack of organic Trader Joe's miniature potatoes. One potato ended up yielding approximately 25 this season. And as a matter of fact, that one potato was left over from last season. So I didn't purposely plant potatoes this year, but I still ended up with a crop of about, two dozen plus, which is really nice. So I went out there, picked these, which I think are the final potatoes that were left in the ground. That'll go in a little bit of a hash this morning for my hubs, who enjoys potatoes. I like them too, but not as much as he does. And can you repeat with me the word abundance? So we have these beautiful, like I keep saying, everything's organically grown. You can do this. Look at how huge these peppers are. And all of them, except for like this one is the smallest one, are like that size. It's just amazing. I just love nature so much. And then I have as you all know, a bumper crop of my favorite green arugula. Favorite green, apologies, Swiss chard. My second favorite and very close first, arugula. There's no arugula in here, but the Swiss chard is still growing really, really strong. And of course, the basil patch is just outrageous. We're really going to have to reduce it, I guess I'll say, somewhat. It's even gone to the fact that some of the seed, of course, has fallen off into the giant like garden area. And so it's being taken over as a big, gigantic arugula patch. And then, of course, I picked some of my favorite, and look how big these are. These giant dogwood berries. The dogwood tree is just laden with berries. There are so many. And I usually just go out, pick like a small handful. This is a bigger handful. And I kind of snack on them. Of course, you cannot eat the outer portion of it. You crack them open, and I'll do that for you right now. And you enjoy this delicious flesh and the juices from these yummy, bodacious berries. And there are seed that are in here. They're just, sort of the same color as the flesh. You just suck the flesh off the seed and discard the seed. You do not want to bite into these. You might break your teeth, or for those that have it, your dental work. So that would make, I assume, for a very bad day. So delicious, like I said, as a snack that you're simply sucking the nectar and the juices from, but also excellent as far as making brandies and wines. And I picked a bunch of peppermint. The peppermint plants have all bolted. They're all over the place in that particular area of the garden. And so the bees are prolific. So I had to be, as well as with the dogwood tree as well, because the berries that drop to the ground, of course, they're the sweetest because they're going off a little bit. And you really have to be careful of like the bees, the yellow like the hornets. Everything loves the juice of a dogwood berry and the flowers of peppermint plants. So I had to be very careful out there because I am allergic to bee venom. but I still was able to get my hand in there and snatch some leaves, end of the season leaves, I'll even say, before they could nibble me up. So I just have to show you this pepper again because there's so many of them that are this size. And believe it or not, even in zone 6A where I am, the peppers are still coming. They're still growing. So a lot of people feel as if August is the end of their planting season and they start ripping plants down because they don't see, they see, maybe they'll see little buds, but they're thinking, oh, that's it, nothing's going to happen. That's not true. It took approximately 2 weeks for these peppers to go from little buds, to this size, and to be ready for harvesting. And look at the color, absolutely outstanding. And as an organic gardener, you can see I didn't have to use pesticides in order to obtain a healthy and robust harvest. And I mean, the size of the leaves of the Swiss chard, like everything is doable if you just use a few very simple, and I will even say inexpensive methods. I know there are people out there who are like, buy this, buy that, bone meal, da da da, whatever. Get one of these for your counter in your kitchen, and it has a carbon filter in it. And put your eggshells, your nutshells, your crispy onion peels, garlic peels, the list goes on in there. And then we have a giant bucket that everything gets transferred to. And just create your own yummy organic soil, which is also putting nutrients into your dirt, which of course translate to your food, but also translates to the health of your food. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you're going to get out there and grow your own, as you know I love to say. That's my moniker, grow your own. It's definitely doable, and you'll enjoy every moment of it. It's something that it doesn't have to be complicated. And if you use, I use a combination of the ground for certain things that I know that, like, we have a forest behind us. Animals are not going to want to necessarily chomp on, such as, yes, peppermint, not their favorite. Basil, definitely not their favorite. And they don't dig up the potatoes either. But I have several raised garden beds. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 right now, 5. I have 5 raised garden beds, and as a matter of fact, I have one that's being sent to me, which I greatly appreciate, and should be here probably in the next few days. And it's such a blessing. So thank you, thank you, thank you, to that person that wants to remain nameless, and I greatly appreciate that and respect it. And so we will have another garden bed out there where we will be growing our own food, our own flowers, and providing not just for us, but in a way for nature. The birds and such do love these things. I have my melon that I showed you guys right here, that one of them was also, another one of them was yellow, but an animal got into that one, so we can't enjoy that for the season. But I just want you guys to be inspired and try it. Even if you're using pots, you can grow your own food. You can actually grow potatoes out of a laundry basket. So I don't like the plastic portion of it, but I'm just saying, if you use what you have, and especially if you're reducing and using and recycling, even better, you can do this. So thank you guys so much. Take care. Please subscribe to the channel. There's a hype, HYPE button that you could click on. If you could do that for me, I would really appreciate that. And supposedly it's supposed to allow the videos to be shared with even more people who are like-minded. And I know you guys are angels, so you will click that hype button for me. It's near the thumbs up, thumbs down button. You just scroll over to your right and you'll bump right into it. So thank you so much. Take care and be well.